Hey, today I'm inviting you to my living room mainly because I would like to review something that I've been absolutely loving, which is my Steam Deck. I have a few other consoles in the house. I have the PlayStation and the Xbox and the Switch, pretty much everything out there. And I find myself playing with the Steam Deck the most, and it's an absolutely amazing console, especially for people that are incredibly busy like myself. So let me tell you guys why this is so cool. Now, my Steam Deck normally lives around here or on the office, so it comes with this really cool case. The case actually kind of like it has like almost like a hard shell kind of going, and it's really nice. I actually got the Steam Deck, it was I forget the edition, but it was the one that had more memory and all that stuff. I don't know if it's because of that I got the hard case, but I believe that everybody gets this hard case. It feels very much incredibly sturdy to the point where you can actually just put it on your luggage or anywhere with clothes on top, and still the Steam Deck will be protected. There's a layer of protection in between the Steam Deck and this, so the very first thing that you touch is not the Steam Deck. There's a little bit of a give, which is really nice. Unlike the covers that you get for the Switch, which normally I always felt very much like if you press it too hard, you might break the screen. But here, it's actually solid. Now, the very first impressions that I got from the Steam Deck is how massive it looks. It's absolutely massive when you first look at it. And I thought genuinely that I was not gonna like it. It looks very much like a massive screen with controllers by its side. But what's funny, or what's interesting I should say, it's how light it is when you grab it, right? It feels incredibly light, and for some reason, well, they must have done their research, I've got the ergonomics absolutely spot on. It feels really nice. So my day-to-day, when I want to play, either I'm on my office upstairs or down here, is very much like here in the sofa, chilling, kind of like cross-legged like this, and just playing the Steam Deck, right? It's actually really cool. Like, it feels incredibly convenient. And also, what I would say is that after a long day of work, that you have done a gazillion things, that's at least how I feel. There's nothing more satisfying than actually grabbing this and knowing like I'm going to continue that game that I was playing, right? Now let me show you how it looks when you switch it on and how awesome it is to play. So the way it starts is incredibly quick. It's incredibly fast, and it normally connects straight away. And when it connects, it goes back into the game that you were playing. In this case, I'm playing Frostpunk here, but I'm going to change it quickly to a game that I'm absolutely loving. So the two games that I'm playing the most right now, and the games that I'm loving the most, is Gris and Cult of Lamb. They are absolutely amazing. I've been thinking about making this video specifically about this game because, let me just turn down the volume, because the animations of Gris are incredibly fluid, and they are really well done, and the game is so zen. This was the first game that I played on the Switch, and when I started playing, every single time it feels very much like I am in this mode of like, instead of competing or trying to slash people, I am just walking around trying to actually find out where can I go next, how to solve the next puzzle, and all that goodness. Unfortunately, I cannot take a screen grab of this as I'm playing it, but just trust me when I say that this is absolutely amazing. I'll try to put some footage of the game as I'm playing it, even though it might not be the same thing, but like the character, the camera, everything feels fluid when you play it. And another thing, a good thing about the Steam Deck is how amazing the sound is. It has these two speakers over here, but for some reason, I don't know exactly how they did it, it must have been witchcraft, but they've made the speakers sound much bigger than they actually are. And they also have a sense of 3D to it, so you feel like you are immersed in the sound as you are playing it here. What's incredible is that whenever you ask anybody next to you if they actually are annoyed by the sound or if the sound is too loud, it's not it's not majorly annoying or majorly bad, because the 3Dness of the sound and the involvement that you get from the game happens only when you are that straight on the Steam Deck, right? So it feels really, really, really nice. Switching games is easy. Playing games, launching games is easy. I never saw any hiccup when it comes to like playing the game and having any freezes or anything like that. And the Steam store on the Steam Deck, it's actually really well put together. The updates that they've done really make a difference. And even though I've been a customer of Steam and playing Steam games on PC for many, many years, this is the very first time that I'm actually playing all of the games, or most of the games in my library, and I have plenty. So I feel like revisiting them all, and that's a really, really nice thing, because all of a sudden all the games that I have been releasing for the last few years feel brand new to me, and now I want to try games, and we all have some games that we would love to play, but we never have time. And with this, basically you have, I feel at least you have way more time to actually do what you need to do, which is basically quickly go in, play the game for 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever time you have, and then kind of just press this button, right? The power button right here on top, and you are done for the day. And that's it. That's basically how much I play it. So over here outside, because the Steam Deck is also useful on the road. So my family and I like to go on road trips, and another good thing that we can do is basically play the Steam Deck inside the car, charge it, and because it's electric, then we can actually enjoy the time that we have on the road. So now that we're inside, so the idea that I have for the Steam Deck is, as you guys know, or for those that don't know, the Tesla has games already built in, right? So you have an arcade mode right here, and within the arcade mode you have games. Unfortunately, games, they're not so many, right? And obviously, as a gamer myself, as somebody that likes to play games a lot, as somebody that works in games, I want more than these games. And I will definitely review these games for you guys, because one of the things that I want to do the most here in this channel is to kind of like showcase how you can play games inside your car. That is cool. But if I'm on the road and I'm charging my car and I have to wait for 20 minutes to actually charge my car, what I want to do is basically this. So if I go into here and I go into my glove box, I can open my glove box, and here you can find your Steam Deck. Because I'm only going to be playing for a little bit, definitely you can just like leave it here and play the game. Now it's really, really cool to have the Steam Deck at like really close by, so you can just like quickly continue your game for 20 minutes, play the game, feel good. Here in the car, there's plenty of space to actually hold this console, even though it's absolutely massive, but you have space both on the glove box or here, inside here, or here. It actually fits over here. So it's not a problem to hold it for sure. And the best thing is that because you have an electric car, well, all cars can charge things, but because you have an electric car and because you have USB connectors all around this car, you can just basically leave it plugged in. And inside my glove box, so if you look over here, I have a USB connector right there that normally holds my Sentry USB stick. This USB plug can be used for anything, and I'm supposed to actually get an extension, but if I plug it into my USB here, there, now you can see here on my Steam Deck, and that you should see a light right there that basically tells you that the Steam Deck is charging. So you can actually put the whole thing here, just like that, put the cables on top. If it all goes well, this will seamlessly work just like that. So you can make it happen. Now there's also USBs right here, On this side here, there's also another 2 USB connectors. If you can see it, apologies for the mess, but you can see 2 USB connectors, Type-C over there, so you can also put your Steam Deck here, get it charging, and it's all good. So this is the benefit of actually having a Steam Deck, and also a car that is quite clever on this kind of like situations with all kinds of connections. But overall, the Steam Deck is definitely a console that I would highly recommend, especially if you are on the go, especially if you are a person that doesn't have a lot of time. It's really well put together. It looks sturdy, and obviously there's no bigger place to have games than Steam. So knowing that you have a console of that size that allows you to play so many games, it's incredibly amazing to me, and I'm super happy with mine, happy that I bought it. I didn't thought I was going to enjoy it as much as I did, but I am, and I'll continue playing it. So that was the Steam Deck review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.